Whether you're a frequent traveler or visit other cities only once in a blue moon, it's always important to know which cities should probably not be on your bucket list. See, some cities might seem like they're so lively and beautiful from the outside, but it's only the insiders who really know what crimes are going unchecked. Curious to find out more? Keep watching this video. In this video, we're giving you a roundup of the 10 most dangerous cities in the world. Let's begin. Number 10. Cape Town, Africa. Away from the tourist attractions and resorts, Cape Town has a side not known by most. One of its areas, Nyanga, was named one of the most dangerous areas in the world in 2012 when it saw 262 murders in a single year. Cape Town is divided into posh and poverty-stricken areas. The poor regions, like Cape Flats, have rampant crime rates and gang violence. The city is considered to be the most dangerous in Africa, with more than 2,900 killings per year on average. Number 9. Baltimore, USA. Baltimore is the most dangerous city in the United States, with more than 300 murders in 2019. However, Baltimore has seen more murders in 2020 than it had seen this time in 2019. In the first 5 months of 2020, the city has seen upwards of 11,000 violent crimes and a rate of 18.55 violent crimes per 100,000 people. For reference, the rest of Maryland has an average rate of 4.69. The city is notoriously known as the heroin capital of the world. The rising popularity of designer drugs such as fentanyl is also a rising concern for many people in the city. Number 8. San Pedro Sula, Honduras. Often called the murder capital of the world, San Pedro Sula has a high rate of gang violence, extortion, rapes, and kidnappings are widespread. Arms trafficking has flooded the country with 70% illegal arms ownership. In April 2019, a Paris man was arrested in a rape case from March where he sexually assaulted and raped a woman during a robbery. Gangs like Barrio 18 and MS-13 are highly influential in the city. Their control spans entire neighborhoods. Number 7. Nairobi, Kenya. Nairobi is not just a character from Money Heist. The Kenyan city is one of the most violent cities in the country. The crime is pretty isolated in the city. It's limited to a few areas where drug use and armed robberies are rampant. In 2013, the Somalian terrorist group Al-Shabaab carried out an attack on Westgate Shopping Mall that took 67 lives. Areas like Kibiria, which is the world's largest slum, and Eastleigh have been the center of many terrorist attacks since 2012. Number 6. Karachi, Pakistan. Once considered one of the most dangerous cities in the world, Karachi is home to some of the most vicious gangs in Pakistan. Liari, an area in northern Karachi, was the center of a huge gang war for many years until the Pakistan Army carried out Operation Liari in 2012. Just in 2019, 2 cops in the city were convicted of being involved in a gang rape scandal. Lawlessness is rampant in the city, with muggings and armed robberies constantly on the rise. Number 5. Sanaa Yemen. Sanaa is one of the oldest and largest cities in Yemen. Amidst a 5-year civil war that goes on to this day, the rebels, Houthis, are up against Saudi-led coalition. Despite a UN-issued ceasefire, the Saudi-led coalition carried out airstrikes against the Houthis after they apparently launched rockets over the weekend. Almost 7,000 have been killed since 2018. In October 2016, an airstrike on a heritage site in the city resulted in the death of 600 civilians and injured more than 140 people. Number 4. Kabul, Afghanistan. Being the capital of a war-torn country, it's no surprise that Kabul is one of the most dangerous cities in the world. The Taliban still control most of the city, and insurgent activity is on the rise. After the states announced it was going to call its troops back home, civilian and military casualties in Kabul saw a sharp rise, with over 200 people dead or injured in April alone. On May 13, 2020, a group of terrorists stormed a maternity ward and claimed 19 souls, including mothers and infants. This incident garnered international attention and took the world by storm. Number 3. Caracas, Venezuela. The weak economic conditions in Venezuela have made this city extra prone to crime. Gangs often use food to hire children in their gangs. Gangs like Coda 95, El Cementerio, and El Valle are big players who've paired up to fight off the police and army. To top it off, uniformed officers are also involved in sketchy activities. In July 2017, 20 people were arrested for protesting against Maduro. They were allegedly tortured and raped, while one decided to speak up. The case went to court but was delayed 8 times. The Venezuelan capital has almost 122 murders per 100,000 people. Number 2. Cali, Colombia. Featured in the Netflix original series Narcos, Cali was home ground of the Cali cartel, one of the biggest and most organized drug cartels in the world. And where there's drugs, there's violence. The city is divided into safe and unsafe regions. Areas like Siloé are crime hubs, along with the south of the town, which is a no-go area for foreigners and tourists. In late 2019, one of Colombia's top organized prosecutors was killed in broad daylight. He was shot dead by 2 unknown men on a motorcycle while he was driving in South Cali. Cali saw more than 600 reported murders in 2019 alone, and the situation is expected to remain the same unless radical changes are made to the city's system. Number 1. Tijuana, Mexico. Home to the famous Tijuana cartel, Tijuana is considered to be the most dangerous city in the world, with more than 2,000 reported murders in 2019 alone and an average of 100 homicides a day. In 2008, the city saw its worst episodes where people were hanged from bridges, dead bodies disposed of with their tongues cut out and left to rot. 2 groups, El Teo and El Geniero, have been responsible for most of the city's unrest. El Teo, which is really big on kidnappings, and El Geniero, which is responsible for drug trafficking and a whole lot of violence in the city. Unless the city's government intervenes, things are looking bleak for Tijuana's future too. That's a wrap for the 10 most dangerous cities in the world. Which one of these are you most scared to visit? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for similar content. We'll see you in the next one.